What's up, guys? It's Sebastian Stage 1 here, and last time we did a few paralogs. This time we've got some supports to go through, and quickly going through our 7 actions, and then we're just going to go right for the story event. So, first, I unlocked Raya. He has to wait.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not? There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Raya. It's just me.
Understood.
Such a sweet child. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child. As Jeralt's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Jeralt, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
Honestly, he's never mentioned you.
Oh dear, how heartless of him. In any case, let us endeavor to become closer from here on out. Since you are here, shall I tell you about the Jeralt that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Jeralt, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Jeralt jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death. I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Jeralt managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrick Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights.
Didn't know. Thank you for telling me.
Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also...
Yeah?
Never mind. It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... well... suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
Whew. Time to rest.
Hey, Raphael. This scene, why is it oddly familiar?
For the reference sake, I should have mentioned we're going through all the remaining supports, then we're doing the 7 points. Okay?
It's almost like this stuff is drawn to me whenever I'm in town. I'm just happy I can use my muscles to help out around here.
But isn't your goal to become a knight? Running errands isn't exactly a knight's job.
I heard that proper knights always help those in need. Isn't that right?
Well, you're not wrong, but I think most people would consider that only a small part of a knight's duty. A knight's main function is to fight and defend, don't you think? That said, I'll agree that helping anyone and everyone who needs it makes you a remarkably virtuous person, which is even better.
If someone virtuous becomes a knight, they'll be a virtuous knight, right? That's about as proper as you can get.
Yes, I suppose so. I, for one, would certainly look for virtue in any knight that I recruited.
So you're saying I'm the type of knight you want to hire for House Regan?
Absolutely. If I somehow actually manage to become the head of my house, that is. I can't see into the future, but you have my word that I'll do all I can to help make your dream a reality. That is, if you're actually able to let somebody help you out rather than helping out the whole world by yourself.
I'm not gonna stop helping others, but you can do me all the favors you want. All this talk of being proper is making me hungry. For my first favor, why don't you bring me a snack? It's me, Raphael!
Oh, Raphael! I'll get the door. What are you up to? Oh, whoa! What an enormous crate! And look what's in it. Crystal vials, shiny rocks.
And I got this too!
Oh, what a splendid flower. And so fresh. Hey, wait a second. Is that for your sister?
Yeah, I finally got my hands on something cute, just like you suggested.
That's so nice. But wait a second. Is this that flower from Fodlan's throat?
Of course! I had to run to make it back in time. It was a lot farther than I thought.
You ran all that way? And while we're on the topic, aren't these all Myron crystals? Such fine carvings on them. They must be the work of a true artisan. It couldn't have been easy getting your hands on these.
I figured I should follow your advice. You know more about what's stylish than I ever could.
Well done. I'm sure your sister will be pleased. All that's left is to make that necklace.
Yeah, about that. I don't know how to put it together. I've spent so long trying to figure it out that the flowers have started wilting. There are only a few nice ones left.
Huh. That's not good. I could try telling you how to make it, but you can't afford to lose any more flowers. Oh, all right. Looks like it's Hilda to the rescue. I'll take it from here.
Seriously? You're really gonna help me?
Sure. I make myself things from time to time, and this is definitely easier than teaching you how. But you owe me for this. I expect to be paid back.
Don't you worry about that. I'll find something really nice to pay you back with.
It couldn't have been easy finding all these trinkets. He must really love his sister. Still, older brothers can be so dense.
Hey, I'm about to take out the trash. Got anything you want me to take?
How about these? Just some old study notes of mine.
Wow, that's quite the pile there. You sure it's all fine to throw away?
Of course. It's all safely stored in my brain now. If I concentrate, I can access any of it with ease.
Why am I not surprised? I wish I had even half your power of concentration. Okay, here we go. Ugh, this is pretty heavy. Well, it'll be a good workout. Oh, but you were telling me not to take my training so lightly. Still, can't hurt to get a little exercise in. I'll just take it at a run. See you later. What is it, Lysithia? Was there something in that pile of paper you wanted to hang on to after all?
No, that's not it. There's just something I want to say to you. I'm sorry for saying your way of doing things was inefficient. You've clearly grown plenty strong, doing things as you have. Not to mention, multitasking and training in that way surely presents interesting challenges.
Well, sure. But if everyone has their own methods, then your methods aren't wrong either. All you did was share them with me, so there's no need for apologies. Still, it's probably beyond me to imitate your levels of focus and concentration. How do you even manage to throw yourself into only one thing like that?
I haven't much choice. I can't waste even a single moment.
I can understand that. I'm sort of the same way. I hate feeling like I'm not getting enough work done. Anyway, you should just do what works for you. You've got something you want to achieve, right? That's why you feel pressured to study so hard.
Yes.
Then focus on what matters to you. Leave the rest to people who have the time for it. And hey, if you need any heavy lifting done, you know where to go. The way I see it, it's all training.
You know, Leonie, you're so kind, so strong.
Whoa, what's with the compliments all of a sudden?
I was just thinking what an incredible partner you'd make. Really, you've got all of the perfect qualities.
What?
I'm not simply saying that. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
You're making me blush. What a strange way to compliment someone.
Hey, Marianne? Are you there?
Yes, can I help you?
Do you have a minute?
Huh? Oh,
Then, if you don't mind, would you come with me for a moment?
So, did you need something from me?
Yes, indeed. I have an urgent request.
Have I done something?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. Really, you don't have to worry. Would you close your eyes, please?
Then how will I know where I'm going?
Just take my hand. That's it. There, right there. Perfect. Now open your eyes.
Ah, the town is glowing from the sunset.
Yes. Isn't it beautiful?
Very much so.
I was looking at it earlier and I thought to myself, I have to show Marianne.
But why me?
Because you're always looking at your shoes. You never get a chance to appreciate the scenery.
Oh,
See, the best thing about the scenery is, it's always changing. With the weather, the time of day, the season. So every view is unique. Never to be repeated. If no one sees it, it's lost.
You could have just enjoyed it on your own.
I wanted to share this beautiful landscape with you.
Thank you. I'm not sure what to say.
Hey, that's okay. I won't try to express this beauty in words either. Just look and remember. This will make for a nice memory. And maybe remember that I was here too.
I will. I really will.
Who's there? Oh, hey, Ignatz.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Relax. You're not interrupting.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were training out here.
I sometimes come here to practice by myself. It's more like a real battlefield, you know? Shooting the targets in the yard lets you train your aim and all, but the tension just isn't the same.
You're right. A real battlefield feels quite different. But if that's the atmosphere you want, I feel even more like I'm intruding.
Oh, knock it off. You're already here. May as well stick around while I catch my breath.
Ah, okay, sorry. Thank you. Sorry to bother you.
You know you've said you're sorry about a dozen times since you got here.
Oh, I'm so... Ah,
It's fine. I guess it's part of your charm. Hey, what's that bundle of papers? Oh, did you come here to paint? I remember now. Someone said you're a great artist. You paint a lot, right?
yes. Yes. When I have the time, that is. I enjoy painting. It helps me relax.
Oh, well, that could be your thing.
My thing? Huh? What do you mean?
Last time we talked about it, you said you didn't have a thing you were really amazing at. But if you like painting so much, it must be a skill you're looking to master.
My paintings are nothing but a hobby. Besides, I'm not that good. I never took art lessons. When I was little, I drew a picture for a young girl. The picture made her so happy that I decided to keep at it. That's how it started.
So you're practicing your art to make other people happy? Is that it?
Oh no, that's an overstatement. I must insist again, it's just a hobby. Even if I were to become a master artist, it wouldn't be a useful skill.
Aren't you from a merchant family employed by the nobles? I think it would be really useful there.
I'm not inheriting the business. My brother is. My father said that I'm to become a knight. So my art won't do anyone any good. At all. Ever.
Oh, Ignatz.
Okay. Let's do this one. We have 7, so.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Law. Get it? Law.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
Okay.
What? Hey! Oh no.
Next is food.
This food is a revelation. I can't help but smile when I eat it.
It's kind of nice to break bread with you. Got any interesting stories to tell while we eat?
I've killed people. There you go. Ah, she didn't get full.
That smell. This looks delicious. Let's eat.
Okay. And the rest are for me.
Sounds fun. Let me show you. A little.
Okay, so I think I want to increase.
I was at a champagne.
My sword is level A. guess Immortal Savant would be something I'd want to get, but I. Oh, we've got Bernadetta B.
Professor Manuela! It's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been dying to know, how did you come to be enrolled here? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here. When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling this year. With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
I'm sure I'll find my somebody someday, but I haven't found them yet. Ah, it's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
Oh, that was cute. But yeah, I have to wait to get her B support unlocked unless it's just not on the map yet. In fact, I think I can figure that out by just changing areas. Yep. Wrong button. What did I want to check? Reason. Reason needs to be B plus.
Great. I can't.
Getting my reason up there is gonna be fucking hard.
That's true. People call it.
as talkable. Alright, let's go talk to Bernadetta.
Great weather today. Perfect for shutting yourself inside, don't you think?
Definitely.
I'm glad you get it. With great weather like this, there'll be no one inside to bother us. I love feeling like I'm all alone in the world.
What made you such a recluse?
Oh, that. Well, I guess I can tell you, Professor. My father's obsessed with money. He's only ever seen me as bait for a rich husband. To train me to be a good, submissive wife, he'd do things like tie me to a chair and leave me there all day, challenging me to stay quiet. I tried hard to do as he asked. Honestly, I did. But before I knew it, I just couldn't bring myself to leave my room anymore.
Why not?
I just had this overwhelming feeling of fear all the time. No matter how hard I tried, my father never thought I was good enough. After that, it was just constant scolding. He couldn't say 2 words to me without mentioning how useless I was. An unmarriageable girl. My life was isolated, to say the least. I wasn't allowed to play with other kids, let alone make friends. Soon, I stopped wanting that. I was happiest alone, but even that made him mad. And when he tried to drag me outside, I kicked and screamed so much, I seriously hurt myself. He's calmed down a bit in recent years. His constant torment was replaced with complete indifference. He mostly acts like I don't exist now.
Then how did you end up at the monastery?
If you can believe it, I was basically kidnapped. My mother ordered an attendant to stuff me in a bag while I was sleeping. By the time I figured out what was going on, I was already here. For a while, I was sure I was going to die. But here I am. Look at me, still breathing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you down talking like that about my past. Just forget everything I told you. There's no point in talking about myself anyway. Idiot! Oh, this is why everyone hates you, Bernie!
Thank you for confiding in me.
What? No, it's not... Oh, Professor! How can you be so kind to me? I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. Please don't look at me.
Okay.
What's this ball? It's an event.
Derek, why? It's a once in a... Derek, why? It's a once in a...
Oh, right. You used it.
Really?
Hey, you.
I have been told that your house won the White Heron Cup. This can only be a result of the students' talent and effort, not to mention your steadfast instruction.
Practice yields results.
Really?
I have looked at from his behavior. I have also discovered it is almost as...
You don't do? One, two. Three. 4, 6, 7. Yeah. There's no one else. Alright.
You underestimated me. I just worked harder.
Watch this!
Of course I won. I just worked harder. You underestimated me.
Cool. Alright, let's go.
The time has come for the annual ball. But first, an eve of merriment. Okay, I'll admit it, the Officers' Academy isn't as uptight as I thought.
Ooh, I adore such things. Dancing is the only thing I'm really good at anyway.
There's a feast tomorrow, isn't there? Isn't there? Oh, I can't wait a moment longer.
Dancing? Singing? I'm not good at either of those things.
So, dancing is fun! Oh, and remember that you can't dance with the same partner multiple times. It's tradition. That means you have to dance with all of the gentlemen in all of the houses, swapping dance partners as you please. How scandalous! I, for one, plan to simply behold the pure essence of dance. I'll, watch from a distance. You can't just watch, Marianne. If a boy asks you to dance, you simply must accept. It's only polite.
You can ask anyone to dance? God, whatever should I do?
Oh, lucky you, Ignatz. Tomorrow, if only for a day, you may live out your dearest dreams of an exalted existence. As for me, I am surely to be overwhelmed with the propositions of desperate ladies. I will doubtless have little time for partners of my own choosing.
Which one of you is dreaming now, Lawrence?
Everyone, listen up. To no one's surprise, I have a brilliant idea. Teach, you'll want in on this too.
What's your idea? I'm a little worried.
This may sound impetuous, perhaps irresponsible, almost certainly impossible. But we're gonna do it anyway. In exactly 5 years' time, let's promise to meet again, right here at the monastery.
A reunion? There's usually food at reunions. Count me in, Claude.
5 years from now, will be the monastery's Millennium Festival, celebrating 1,000 years since the founding of Garreg Mach.
I hear the Millennium Festival will be the largest celebration in the monastery's history.
Oh, I get it. It'll be easier for us to all get back here with the Millennium Festival as an excuse.
How true. As the new leader of the Alliance, I will certainly have occasion to attend and pay my respects to Lady Rhea.
That almost certainly will not transpire.
And you teach? I guess it's hard to imagine that you'll still be teaching here 5 years from now. But I'm sure no matter where you end up, you'll come running at the chance to see your adorable little golden deer again, right?
Probably so.
That was your cue to promise everyone you'll return. Go on, set a good example, Teach. If you promise, everyone else will too.
I'm already excited. After 5 years, we'll all be whoever we're going to become. Oh, please, Professor, invite Captain Jeralt too. I want to show him how well his apprentice turns out.
It's settled then. What do you say, Claude? Is it official?
The promise is sealed. That means we're all obligated to keep it. 5 years from today, all of us will meet again at the monastery. Don't forget it, Teach. You and I will meet here again.
Running away? I understand. You hardly had the time to breathe in there. It must be hard to be the favorite teacher at the ball. Poor professor.
Not everyone's favorite.
Was that a joke? I find it hard to tell with you. Just think of all the students begging you to dance. But where is there to run? This place is filled with joyful students looking for a dance. Ah, I see. The Goddess Tower waits for you.
Please be patient. I'll be done with my prayer in a moment. Dear Goddess, I beg thee. Oh! Professor?
Is someone else here?
No, I'm the only one here. Well, more accurately, I'm the only human present. My bird friend is here as well.
You're talking to a bird?
No, well, it's more like the bird is doing me a favor. They say if a man and a woman pray here, on this night, their wish will come true. At least, that's how the legend goes.
And the bird?
It's a pigeon. A male pigeon. At least I think so. I thought he might count as a man. Well, I'd better be leaving. It seems my pigeon friend got impatient and flew away.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. The goddess probably wouldn't accept a male pigeon anyway.
How about I take his place?
Oh? Are you saying you'll pray with me, Professor? Thank you. If you have a wish for the future, let's pray for it, okay?
What's your wish?
Oh, me? Oh, nothing in particular. Let's pray for your wish. There must be something you want. Well?
You deserve it. You really do. I want to see you smile.
Hey! No need to tease me. Professor? I must be going now, but I'm glad I ran into you.
It seems that everyone is having a delightful time. Will you not dance some more?
I'd rather not.
How dull of you. Had I a body of my own? Oh, I would sing and dance until I fell upon the ground. But you... do as you will. Ah, you're not the only one who feels that way. Look over there. I'm bored beyond compare. Will you not follow her?
Why would I?
Oh, come on, hurry up. I know that you are curious to see what she is up to. I hear someone singing from over there. That song. I feel that I have heard it in the past. Actually, it is not that I have heard it. Did I once sing that song to someone? No. There's more. I wrote this song. Oh, but how could that be so? If that were true, then how could she be singing it? Unless... No. I am suddenly so exhausted. As are you, no doubt? Quickly then, to bed with you.
you so much.
Captain? Captain! Where are you? Hey, Professor, have you seen your old man? Too bad. I guess it will have to be you, then.
I'm back. Sorry for the delay. My last mission took longer than expected.
Captain, thank goodness you're here. There are reports of demonic beasts near the chapel.
Nonsense. I haven't heard anything about the monastery's walls being breached.
That's why I'm heading there now, to see what's really going on. You'll join as well, won't you?
Of course. We're both sworn to protect this place.
Come on.
It's odd. Just before they appeared, someone saw a number of students heading toward the chapel. They were apparently acting strange, as though they weren't in their right minds. Shortly after, demonic beasts started to appear, one after another.
Are the students safe?
The students. There's no way those demonic beasts got in from the outside. But none of that matters right now. We need to act. Go summon your students. Damn it. I wanted to talk to you about something important, but there's no time. There's never any damn time. But this is much more urgent, so it can hold for now. I'll meet you there.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
I am ever so grateful.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Monsters. We got Jeralt. A lot of monsters. There's at least 4 of them. We've got a defenseless student there. We do have a chest. We have a defenseless student over there. We have a defenseless student over there. We have 3 defenseless students. I think we're good. No, wait a minute.
There really are demonic beasts here. They're emerging from the chapel. I'll head that way. The rest of you, protect the students who weren't able to get away.
Help me! These beasts, they're...
Somebody!
You stupid beasts!
Wait. You do have a chest key. Fuck. I should have put you over here.
Let us away.
Ready anytime.
I got this.
Stay focused.
I will get the victory.
Who, me?
Ready and willing.
Leave it to me.
Oh my god, it would instantly kill her. She'd just fucking die.
I don't have time for this. Tuh! Let's get to it.
And it killed her.
Beast. There's a stone or something on its forehead.
Monica. Why was Monica's name there? Is one of them Monica?
The demonic beasts were actually students. How can this be?
Sorry.
And that's why I like dancer class. Because they were OP as fuck. They let you do 2 actions at once.
My blood compels me! I wondered...
It's over.
You're incredible.
Thank you. But my friends who couldn't get away, are they okay?
Nice. Uh-oh.
Pure grit.
Damn it, Leonie.
I was so scared. I'll find a way to repay you. I promise. Did the trick.
Thanks for that.
I could use a break.
I'm hardly trying.
Sorry. That was a...
You saved me. Thank you.
At least I got one.
There isn't a trace of evidence to be found in the chapel. This must have something to do with Ramire. Perhaps...
Wait!
Huh? Another student? Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir. You're just a pathetic old man. How dare you get in the way of my brilliant plan, dog?
Run along now.
Thanks for all your help, sir. Huh? What are you doing here?
You must survive, merely because there is still a role that I require you to fulfill.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. To think that the first time I saw you cry, your tears would be for me. It's sad, and yet I'm happy for it. Thank you, kid.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Gerald's dead.
So this is where your father lived. Hmm? Are you still crying? If turning back the hands of time was not enough to save his life, you must accept what came to pass was fate.
It wasn't fate.
Control yourself. Though Jeralt's death was at the hands of wicked ones, a fate is still a fate. Oh, your father said to look for something here. He must have been referring to whatever is behind that bookcase there. Your father's diary. Huh. His handwriting is prettier than his face would suggest. Well, well. These entries here are from before your birth. He seems to have been writing this for quite some time. Ah. Read that part there. Horsebow Moon, year 1159.
Day 20 of the Horsebow Moon. All is cloudy. I can't believe she's dead. Lady Rhea said she died during childbirth. But is that the truth? And still, the child she traded her life for doesn't make a sound. Didn't even cry at birth. Day 25 of the Horsebow Moon. It's raining. The baby doesn't laugh or cry. Not ever. Lady Rhea says not to worry about a baby that doesn't cry. It isn't natural. I had a doctor examine the child in secret. He said the pulse is normal, but there's no heartbeat. No heartbeat. Day 2 of the Wyvern Moon. Sunny. I feel I must take the child and leave. But the church is always watching us. I don't know what Lady Rhea has planned. I used to think the world of Lady Rhea. Now I'm terrified of her. Day 8 of the Wyvern Moon. More rain. I used the fire that broke out last night to fake the child's death. Lady Rhea is in a state over the news, but I can't change what I've done. I've got to take the child and leave.
Well now, that baby must be you. That means... Someone is approaching us.
Ah, here you are. To think that that Jeralt would meet his end like that. I hope you know that you were the most important thing in the world to him.
I was.
He wasn't the most emotional guy. I'm sure expressing his affection wouldn't have come naturally to him. After what's happened, it's up to me now. I, Alois, swear to protect you in the captain's stead. Sorry. This isn't the time for my blathering. Lady Rhea is looking for you. I came to tell you that. I'll take my leave now.
This book is filled with secrets yet unknown. We must return another time to read the rest. Oh, but I have at least figured one thing out. I know now why our fates are intertwined.
Professor, I have been waiting for you. I am filled with grief at the loss of our most celebrated knight. Jeralt was an ally of many years, and also a dear friend.
But it's been so long since you last saw him.
He fell in love with one of the nuns here at Garreg-Mach. Their love produced a child, whom she died giving birth to. It was her decision. She weighed her own life against that of her child's and, in the end, implored me to save the child. Your father never truly accepted that decision. He took the child took you, and disappeared without warning.
Who was my mother?
Your mother. She was my...
Sorry for the interruption, Lady Rhea. There's something you must hear immediately. A report from the knights patrolling the area.
Very well. Professor, you are dismissed for the day. Please rest and focus only on mending your heart. Understood?
Part 1. White Clouds. Guardian Moon. Where the goddess dwells. Long ago, the guardian Seros made an appearance during this moon. She had been summoned by the goddess, whose soul was suffering as the flames of war raged across Fodlan. Some believe that high in the sky above Seros, the Immaculate One's mighty wings are what powered the strong winds carrying the Guardian and her forces into battle.
Day 5 of the Garland Moon, year 1157. Clear skies. I picked some flowers for her and returned home. The look of joy on her face at the sight of these flowers will be even more beautiful than the flowers themselves? Yeesh, that is enough. His entries from before your birth are full of such romantic blatherings as that. Oh, it must be deeply moving you to hear such things, but now is not the time for whimsy. Someone is here. You do not wish for them to see you in this state, so pull yourself together.
I thought I might find you here, Teach. Not the type to wallow in solitude, huh? That's a relief, let me tell you. So, what were you reading? Is that Jeralt's?
It's his diary.
So it is. Hey, maybe this has some entries from when Jeralt left the monastery. Is that so? He was the captain of the knights, but something made him leave the monastery in a hurry. If it has something to do with your birth, knowing what happened may get us closer to knowing what secrets the church is hiding. Teach, would you mind letting me read that diary? I know how important it is to you, but I'm not asking lightly. Please allow me to borrow it.
You may borrow it, Claude.
I'm forever in your debt, Teach. If you'd refused, I would have had to sneak in here in the dead of night. I wasn't looking forward to the prospect. Anyhow, let me fill you in on what's been going on lately, and not just as thanks for pointing me to that diary. Rhea dispatched the knights to various locations in a frantic search for the enemy. There's a rumor that she's already secured some information. Something big is going to happen soon. That has me wondering, if you find out where the enemy is, what will you do about it? If you ask, No, scratch that. All of us students would gladly lend a hand, even if that means going against Rhea's wishes. Don't forget it. Now go. Everyone's worried about you. You'd better show them you're in good spirits.
Oh, thank you. You saved me.
If you were to die, then the mystery of our bodies would be revealed. Preventing that was my only aim. I'm afraid you must remain, Kronya. There is something I need you to do.
Oh, of course. I am always happy to cooperate with Solon. Leave it to me.
How annoying.
Flame Emperor, is she offending you? Unfortunately, we cannot take our eyes off her, so there is nothing to be done. You are our greatest creation. We use the defiled beast's blood as the fuel to your flame, that you may burn even the gods. Now is the time to cleanse Fodlan with that power and bring forth our salvation.
There will be no salvation for you and your kind. Those responsible for such gruesome deeds in Dusker and Enmar.
All so that you may acquire the strength you need, all for a purpose.
Hey, Teach, do you believe in gods? I don't necessarily mean the goddess of the Seros religion, just gods in general. Do you believe that incredible beings who control the fates of all really exist?
I'm gonna interject with my own beliefs, because I don't want to believe in shit.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I never used to believe in that sort of thing either. I've always hated the idea of praying to a god. After all, you can only really rely on yourself. I still believe that. You can't win a war by leaving your fate in the hands of a god. Only tangible facts can really decide a war. Which side has the most troops, the best tactics, the better organization and planning. Of course, miracles can happen, and by that I mean things that are completely outside of your control. Things that only seem to add up if you believe in the concept of fate. Things like, well, like meeting you, for example.
What do you mean?
You just seem sort of impossible. I think everyone would agree with that. You can wield the sword of the Creator, you're a tactical genius, and you have this strange ability to earn the trust of anyone you cross paths with. Before I met you, I never imagined that it was possible for someone like you to exist. And yet, now that I know you, your presence in my life has quickly become invaluable. In fact, it's hard to imagine making my dreams come true without your help. Because of that, I can't believe for a second that our meeting was just a coincidence. That means it must have been fate. Maybe it was a miracle, or maybe some god empathized with me in my dreams.
Some god?
Again, I don't mean the goddess of Fodlan, though I suppose it may be hard for you to grasp what I'm talking about. People all over the world have different ideas about who or what the gods are, right? Even in distant lands across the ocean or over the mountains. They have gods who see the world as a whole, who don't care about Fodlan's borders, who don't meddle in our affairs, who don't grant life or take it away. And maybe, sometimes, they'll make a miracle happen. A god like that, that's the sort of god I think I could believe in.
I think I understand.
Careful, Teach. You'll anger the followers of Seros if you say things like that. I'm just speaking my mind, that's all. I think people should be free to believe in whatever gods they want. If a person believes in a god and that god becomes a support system for them, that's a good thing. That's what a god should be. Anyway, maybe I've overstepped a bit.
It doesn't matter.
I knew you'd understand. In any case, let's keep this conversation between the two of us, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay. I don't think...
all that hard work's...
You need to master your current class, though, which takes forever. We're an hour in. He's not even doing the thinking pose, he's just depressed. Let's explore.
If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you.
Thank you.
Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like...
What the fuck?
If you must weep, then... If you must weep, then weep. I shall be here for you. If you must weep, then weep. I shall be... Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
Thank you. Christ, I have another battle thing and I have more battles coming up. Owl feather. I mean, the quest isn't required, but let me check the training ground really fast.
Professor, I'm so sorry about what happened to Jeralt. No, of course my sorrow is nothing compared to yours. The Knights are even now searching for our enemy's whereabouts. They are to report back the moment they find something. If you desire revenge, Professor, you can count me in.
Hey, if you actually join us for the battle, that would be great.
You gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
I'm not even close to being strong enough. I mean, Jeralt was so much stronger than me, but even he, that's enough. I can't dwell on the past. There's no way to know what my future holds, but I do know one thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger. Yeah.
Yeah, let's check the sauna area.
Professor.
Alright, now check the rooms. Hey, look, Bernadetta actually left her room, and she's got a teddy bear.
That's
Captain Jeralt's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't. I can't believe.
Hello there.
Maybe.
It is a shame what happened to Jeralt. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
I got speed carrot. Yeah, let's go with that.
Hello there.
I think I saw Ignox ahead. Yeah, it looks like him.
I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world. How could something like that happen to Jeralt? He was so strong.
Even though you're scared, you must push through.
You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best.
so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor,
Hi, Professor. I've actually got...
Your tone changed quick.
Oh no. Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
Oh man, he's torn up too.
What?
Right, right.
Oh no.
Welcome.
I don't need anything right now.
Come back soon.
Hello.
I thought I saw a glowy just there. No.
Hey, welcome.
Nothing of value.
Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think. Return soon, please.
I also don't understand why we have a purple cloth dagger, but we never use it.
Hey.
I trained with Jeralt just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
Do you have time for a request?
Thank you.
Oh.
Renadetta.
Professor? I brought some flowers for Jeralt.
Thank you.
It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out. I'm sorry.
Right.
You're over here.
I slipped quietly into the vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... there you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use. However...
They added the mother with Jeralt in the same grade.
I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say, but I do know this much. Sir Jeralt must have been very proud to have you as his child.
I'm sure you will pull through this, because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen.
We should be careful.
Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
Let's check this side really quick. Alright, let's check the dining hall before I check the classrooms. Edelgard has some explaining to do.
What happened to Jeralt? It's terrible. If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power. We can't let them get away with this.
You didn't explain why you were so close to Monica, why she kept talking to you.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
You were already told. I am learning here, from the Academy. What are you thinking, Professor?
You do not have to leave if you do not wish
I am
it.
not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
Professor, I am...
No, look. Oh, well.
You don't even use fucking heavy armor.
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried.
Oh, Professor, he must be starving.
Mercy and I made some sweets for you. We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Thank you for the thought.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick. Oh, I'm already... I'm so glad you're... Oh, we were thinking... Huh?
Alright, there's nothing else over here. Let's check the classrooms.
There is no one here who has not heard tales of Jeralt's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
Appreciate the sentiment, but you're staying on the sidelines.
Professor, people are saying horrible things about Marianne. They're saying she's friends with the bad guys. If I hear someone say that, I'll...
Leave it alone, Hilda. It doesn't matter.
We'll defeat the bad guys. We'll show them.
That would be the quickest way to resolve this. Come on, Marianne. Let's give it our all.
I'm sure that belongs to her, but I will do all the gift delivering after I talk to everyone.
Hi, Teach. I see the storm in your eyes has passed. You're looking much better. I've been reading Jeralt's diary. The baby he mentions. That's you, isn't it? I can't understand about half of what's written here, but Jeralt really cherished you. That much is clear.
Let's check the back. Now check the front just in case, because shit can hide easy.
Professor. Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor?
Don't worry, a
Hopefully the
little
knights
bunch.
finish their business and hurry back. I wouldn't mind having a few extra lances around. It seems most... Isn't that a bit... What's up for pay?
Professor? Do you think we'll still be able to graduate? If dangerous things keep happening around here? Who even knows? I'm worried. I hope that all the students and professors will be there to celebrate the graduation ceremony.
Professor?
Maybe. When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was. Something was just off about her. It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with Edelgard. I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid. Please ignore me.
I mean, she has something to talk about. There's gotta be a reason why Monica was always around Edelgard. You don't just hang around someone with ulterior motives like that. Especially if she's like that. I have not checked on you. you selling? No thank you. No thank you. Same class. I don't know what that does. I don't know what that does. The frame rate is dying. Alright, Cathedral.
Well... Hey, you. Okay.
Excuse me. Not just Tomas, but Monica, too. We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we? Who are these people, really? What do they want?
Oh, Goddess, hear my prayer. Please receive this beloved person. When the cold rain washes the body, when the bird and wolf announce the dawn, receive them into your blue blood. Receive them into a twinkling star. That's a morning scripture from the Church of Saros. Lady Rhea taught it to me. I pray that Jeralt is happy in the next world.
Need something?
I land 100
See
points
you
still.
again soon.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Monica von Ox. There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character. Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance last year. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge.
Who kidnapped her, and why?
First Tomas, and now Monica. I am so sorry. The failing was clearly our own. We didn't notice the enemy's invasion, and now Jeralt. I apologize. There is nothing I can say to atone for our sins. Professor, please do not let your guard down, even among the people of the monastery. There is no way to know where another enemy may be hiding.
Professor!
Well...
You have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
I've never been much for condolences.
Well, aren't you just a bundle of sunshine?
Professor!
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
Thank you.
Right. I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Jeralt. Will you listen?
I'll listen.
It was a dagger, but I know enough to know it wasn't an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book? That ring! I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Jeralt showed that ring to you beside a grave. Do you recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special. He also...
Oh, Christ, Manuela.
I wonder who they were.
Still weird to see her in another room that isn't my room. Oh, I can't go past that. Yep, his desk is unreachable.
Professor,
How are you holding up? I know how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain, as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person. As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
Magic, man. Magic. Is there anyone else I have not spoken to? No. Okay. The only thing left to do
as if thinking of how they managed
is lost items. So snapped writing quill.
Yes, this is mine. First to both it was as if thinking of how they managed.
We got Setteth done. We have something from Manuela, so let's go give it to her.
Well... Right, I wonder...
Manuela. Purple Veil.
Wherever did this turn up? Thank you for getting it back to me.
We have something for Flane, so we can give it to Flane.
Professor, you have locked now, Professor. If there is...
Flane wants the Dusty Book of Fables.
Oh!
Alright. Dorothea, Catherine, Gilbert, I don't even see Gilbert. I haven't seen him at all, actually. Or Alois. So I can't give it to... We do have something for Dorothea.
Professor, I've some, but Sir Jeralt.
Lovely comb.
How did you know I lost this? Thank you for bringing it back to me.
That goes to Ingrid. That goes to Marianne. Hilda. There goes the Gilbert. There goes the Alois. Catherine. I didn't see her either. Felix. Ignatz. Leonie. Shamir. I didn't see her. Claude.
Hello. Hello.
But Jeralt. Nice.
Oh, thank fuck he said no.
You found it.
Professor, they're sick. Leave it alone. Thank you very much.
I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Oh, fuck. Marianne likes... Cinnamon leg, alpha, lavender blend. I do have lavender blend.
Did you... Oh, this tea. It's my absolute favorite. Thank you very much.
Birds, flowers, reading gardens.
So nice and warm. Huh? Yes. Wow. Yes. I'm not sure.
Fuck.
It's not like I can go home. My adopted father doesn't want me there. Yes. Oh, thank you. Professor, I'm not very good at this sort of thing. It's so nice and warm. What? Yes, that's correct. Huh? What? Oh, hot. I'm not very... Professor. Thank you very much for the tea. I look forward to doing this again. Hello.
Didn't mean to waste the fucking... Well, too bad. Lisa's with her. Marianne walks the bag of seeds.
Yes, this is mine.
Leave it alone.
Hilda, you were the hair clip.
Oh, you found it!
Let's go to Ingrid. Actually, Felix. Felix we have something for. Let's go to Felix.
It seems that isn't that a bit...
Felix was the Tooth Dagger.
That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
Leonie and Ingrid.
I'm sorry.
Leonie was the fur scarf.
Oh, that's mine. Thanks so much for finding it.
I'm so just losing some. That said,
Yes, that's mine.
thank you very much.
Gilbert. Alois. Catherine. Ignatz. The last one was Shamir.
I'm scared. Oh, that's...
Okay. This doesn't increase.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Law.
I'll keep...
Professor?
She hates this food. You like this food. You do need to get leveled up, so.
This is delicious! My absolute favorite!
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
We have 4. Your B support.
I enjoy baking sweets, but I'm not
sure how I'll do cooking other types of food. I see. Cooking is much more exciting than studying or training. Wow.
100 points left to go. I could easily fish that. Ooh, we got A support. I got 3 left. I need to... I'm gonna talk to Hammerman. I think he does the black magic and Rhea. So I'll have 2 and I'll have 1 left.
Excuse me. Professor, I know. Forgive you. Just know that.
Hey, you.
You've marked me, can't I've always... You're a very...
I still have much to learn.
Professor. Good evening, Professor. Returning from work, I take it?
It's about right.
I commend you for working so late into the evening. All of my days at the Academy are enriching thanks to you. Try not to overtax yourself, all right? I'm concerned for your health. We wouldn't want you to wear yourself out. The goddess won't smite you if you rely on others for help, you know.
Even...
Listen here, Professor. You might not like what I'm about to say. To be perfectly honest, I had my doubts when I first met you.
Why is that?
At first, I thought you seemed too young to be a professor. It is unusual, you have to admit. Yet you seemed very composed and mature despite your age. You're strong-willed, encouraging, and you go to great lengths to ensure that everyone is cared for. But it almost feels like you're trying too hard to be a perfect role model for your students.
It kind of comes with the job. You have to set an example.
If that's how you feel, then I can't disagree. But I think it's necessary to give yourself a break every now and again. The mind has a tendency to make mistakes when you've exhausted yourself. In my case, I still seem to make mistakes even when I'm wide awake.
Mistakes?
Oh, you know. I'm always mixing up the dates for drills or misplacing things. Just the other day, I forgot to put on my uniform and headed out to practice wearing only my... well, you can imagine how embarrassed I was. My mind can be so scattered sometimes. Anyway, where was I? Ah, that's right. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you do, you might end up in a pretty bad place. That reminds me, is there anything I can do to assist you, Professor? If it's all right with you, I'd like to help in any way I can.
Thanks, I appreciate it. How about you join my class?
Whatever you need, just say the word. I look forward to helping you out.
Okay. We have 1 point left. It's a bow tournament. Yeah. Claude would fucking destroy this.
Too easy. It's not luck, it's fate. Never underestimate an outsider. Too easy. That's the golden deer for you.
Yeah, we're fine. Yo. Activity points for exploration. Okay, it's a good fishing day too. I think we'll end it off. You know what? No, not yet. I'll wait a moment. Okay. I think now's a good stop point. Let's end today, instruct our kids, and then get to the next thing. Claude. Yeah, we're making you a bow knight, so you need to work on your. You're close though. You're getting very close with B there.
I learned a...
There you go. You're getting there. You're getting there. Marianne, you as well. You need to work on yours.
I would. I have. No.
Brawl on X.
It's... you...
That was. Oh yeah. 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 I think I got.
One person left. I noticed Catherine and Shamir are missing from my instructions.
There's so much... I've...
May I be asking a question?
Sure. My land skills, but I'm currently on how to train effectively. What should I be doing?
You have great wisdom.
Professor.
I never swing a sword since I was a boy, but well, would you like to help me temper my sword? Yes. Finally, got one of them.
Professor, my class is, would you, can I join your class? Yes! Thank you so much. This will be so much better. I don't know why, but I'm just so much more comfortable when you're around.
That's one. Surprised Ingrid didn't show up.
I'm glad it's you.
We'll knock their socks off. Can't argue with results.
Better than before.
One step before the next step.
I understand more every day.
I still have much to learn.
Yeah, sure.
I can't sing very loud. I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud? I am grateful.
Alright, I think that's a good stopping point. So next time on Fire Emblem Three Houses, we will continue on into battle. So I want to check something. No, we still only got 2. So I'll probably do these 2 and keep the paralogs because we're... Wait. Oh, fuck. We're number 1. Those paralogs are due in 222. Fuck. One, 2, 3 of them are due by next month. Sucks you only got 2 battle points. What the fuck? Alright, well next time we'll be doing at least this one. And probably that one because renown is important. See you guys then.